TV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on. For tomorrow, now we go make salute. Anytime where you there, it no matter. Anytime where you be, it no matter. Anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we putting up stronger one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shame. TTP TV, talking points platform. Then they give you information about salute.
Yes, family, and welcome back to yet another very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. My name is Mohamed Kagbo, and today is the 30th of July, 2021. In the program, we can look at the warning where the Speaker of Parliament, Dr. Abass Bundu, where it don't pass to anybody, whether you know a sitting minister, ex-minister, or anybody, just this general blanket warning that people have for stop for use the word honorable. I mean, this is so interesting. Why for even come as a subject? Why the Speaker of Parliament, the entire Parliament, they worry because other people and they use the title honorable. We don't come time for analyze what the honorable mean, and we don't hear from the Speaker himself why then decide for pass on this ruling. And again, I mean, you go get the opportunity for let's send me text here, we go read text and what you mean, whether this now something way virtually important for we as Sierra Leonean, or just maybe we parliamentarian and just idle and not get nothing for talk about. I mean, these are just what honorable. So today it don't become something very serious. The parliamentarian don't feel offended because certain set of people then they go out there and call themselves honorable. So the Speaker of Parliament and colleagues they all and team up and come up with a resolution for one and pass this message to the executive people and for stop for use honorable. And on top of this, in the same program, where they come try for some of the ruling or the same Salon Parliament pass in favor of Dr. Abass Bundu when at the current Speaker of Parliament. If you recall, during the time of Tijan Kaba government, the SLPP back then, we see some of Abass Bundu in property then because let's say it gets some property then they threw out through some form of corruption. It's a government money for buy them property then. So Abass Bundu now don't get back them property. So what does this mean? Now we know say COI, the Commission of Inquiry, recommends say the past government, the past APC government, some of their officials say where the government accused for say them thief state resources, they recommend say some of them for confiscating property there. Now Abass Bundu don't use the same parliament for take back in property they would have been seized years back. The term way Tijan Kaba be in a power. So what does this mean? If let me say the current government sees the property of then alleged thievery ministers, let's say from Anesco Romana, Samsuman, Dr. Samura and others, because we know that then two parties are the alternate in governance and saloon. If there's a kind of power, which kind of picking what is go born, where Abass Bundu don't use in power today, don't get in property the way the government been seized, now they don't get back. But that's not the second part of the program. But the main thing what we come up with now the word why them for use honorable. Now, Abass Bundu be clarify, say the title honorable, the Speaker of Parliament, is say people and the misuser, people and where some of them do not deserve for even for me to call them honorable. And you don't know why people and they go along for call themselves honorable. Now, it may say there are few people who get this blessing for let them call them honorable. One, the president, because why? People are elected. The vice president, because again, when they elect the president according to the constitution, the vice president it follows sort. So instead entitled for these honorable title, honorable president, honorable vice president, and members of parliament, the other way they elect, and even the other way not they serve again. because according to them, once honorable, you are always honorable. So this be anger because certain ministers then they go along and say they are honorable. Then they call themselves honorable. Of course, honorable minister, honorable this. So parliament take offense on this. But me, for all the things they wouldn't have the country for talk about, parliament no look, but all of them say they pick say the word honorable, people are not for stop, people are for stop for user. And this now a ruling way they don't pass. Now, let me forget about me word. I want to let you listen what Abass Bundu and Incompetent talk about. We they take a courtesy, we they take permission from Black TV where we do this recording. Leona Sef because maybe some of them don't hear this, or maybe some of them don't hear it. I guess some of them call it the journey, but when I go get for here for the law, we listen to the script.
I've been promising the House for some considerable time now that I will make a ruling on the use and misuse of the title honorable.
The Speaker of Parliament, Honourable Dr. Abass Chernor Bundu, Wednesday, July 21, 2021, will take special time at the Well of Parliament for make one special announcement where as you read na same way so final ruling on the use of the title honorable when a title we mainly member them of parliament don't they use before their name or as honorable member for other respect to themselves and make people respect them because people vote for them for come na parliament.
Honorable members, my attention has been drawn to the profligate use of the title honorable by various persons outside of this House, and more particularly by persons generally considered not entitled to the designation.
Honourable Bundu carry on for make am clear say this ruling now for make people where we don't they use the title honourable no in right use, although some people don't they use this title the wrong way because they don't know what the title stand for. This make Mr. Speaker not been waste time for making ruling on this matter as in name the type of position them we person they get and how they get them they go qualify them for make people put the title honourable to in name.
The title designation of epithet, honorable, in the context of Sierra Leone's constitutional practice, is an attribute that is applied by custom and convention. As a general rule, it is a title that is reserved and applied exclusively for persons who are currently holding or held public office by virtue of having been elected or appointed to them in the following categories. 1. The President and Vice President. By virtue of having been duly elected together under the Constitution of Sierra Leone as presidential and vice presidential candidates respectively in a public presidential election. 2. All members of the legislature, Parliament, present and past, having been duly declared elected as such in a public parliamentary election. You carry the title honorable, even after active service as a member of Parliament. God say honorable, all say honorable. 3. Members of the executive branch of government, mostly ministers and deputy ministers, who prior to their appointment as ministers or deputy ministers actually served in Parliament after having been duly declared elected a member of Parliament. Sworn to the oath of office and signed the register of members. However fleeting his tenure as an MP might have been. Again, once honorable, always honorable. 4. By custom and tradition, justices of the Superior Court of Judicature, whether serving or retired. 5. By special dispensation, Parliament may decide as master of its own procedure, recognized and enshrined in Section 94 of the Constitution of 1991, Act Number 6 of 1991, to confer the title Honourable on any person.
As they hear from the speaker, the title Honourable, they no more for people we win election like the president and him vice, member them of parliament, judge them, and person with parliament give this title, the speaker of parliament, and in ruling say people with the president pick for be minister, not for use the title Honourable to them name, if they not ever be member of parliament before them appointment.
When thus a person is drawn from the general public, who has never ever served as an elected member of Parliament, his or her appointment as a minister or deputy minister does not entitle him or her to the epithet honorable. In such a case, the designation Mr. or Madam Minister, as the case may be, is just as good and respectable. It is the fervent hope of this Honourable House that this ruling has now settled the question of who is entitled to the designation Honourable, at least for our present purpose.
So, Fambulen, that was the Honourable Speaker of Parliament, Dr. Abass Bundu. Well, let me just refresh in our mind the purpose of Parliament. Parliament, among the many things that would create Parliament, one, now for make law then for we, or remove the law that we will no longer need, and for check the activities of the executive, for make sure say they are consistent with governance, good governance, and again for talk for we as ordinary people. But again, this in shock we always see instead of this doubt we waiting this mean, because for like you be honorable, a person that you have to come up from the people. Not just a title per se. I feel say if somebody they do something at the community, at the environment, well say people in their way they support girl child or vulnerable people, I mean humanitarian organization there where they help. Get some people who spearheaded philanthropists there. I mean these are honorable things. So we don't know why this thing they come as an issue now. Welcome, Doc Alpha, to the program. You go greet people and like I said, throw more a little bit. With all the things that would happen at the country, how significant is this? Why Parliament forgets on a whole session on this, just for deliberate on who is to be called honorable or no, or not? I mean, I don't understand. I don't get it. What now you take, I mean, are we not having any more pressing issue or priority? What do you make of this?
Yeah, Fambulemuna, good evening and welcome to the program. Well, for me, obviously, I would say I sit on the fence in a sense that I get a mixed feeling about that particular sessions where Parliament hold with regards to these honourable things. Because as you already done the mention, we believe say you don't already give people the role of Parliament, and we believe say Parliament gets much more role and very much more issues them, burning issues them within the country where maybe Parliament go address and even lost them. We don't become old and archaic, maybe we need for change and so many other things we then go do. So but in another sense again, one go and look at them say, well, they won't also now for do checks and balances to the executives, and in this time then do checks and balances with regards to certain people in the executives where don't they use maybe such a title where no belong to them. But this na long time practice, and for even some of we na an eye opener for no who and who now they call honorable, because from time immemorial we don't see be it ministers or parliamentarians or even heads of parastatals them, where journalists or with the ordinary man out there, they address them as honorable. Yes, so if to say now something where we get now with constitution who and who deserve for be honorable, even if maybe now a bad law for letting a few people on our only parliament for designate who and who for be honorable, but as long as maybe they now with constitution, maybe we get for respect that, and maybe some ministers then they don't know they use the title honorable, maybe not even know, then just feel say maybe if me a minister, I just get for use the title honorable for court maybe some man know, but some man just no care, because for the most part with the honorable people, with the ordinary people they don't know. So one kind way, as I say, a good as then try for clear that fence, they educate with the people for no who and who not to honorable, and no say for let it be honorable. In the case, decide where the speaker argue, then for you for don't be an elected member and for parliament in this case. But come on, a good as they address them, but we just wish say then get time for address so many others issues them now this country, the appetite and all we then get for address this issue. We just wish say they able use the same appetite for address so many other burning issues them within the countries, laws, and then get this such burning issue when it's not about honorable or not honorable. We know say part of the role now for do checks and balances to the executives, and we know say we country endemic with corruption, lackadaisical manner of running certain institutions. Then, so if Parliament puts that same strength and manner the way they put so for check the judiciary over just a title of who is honorable or not, then I'm afraid. But I believe say it's one kind way. Just lastly, again, title not for matter. If they give you position, be it a member of parliament or somebody else na the executive for serve your nation, for serve your people, then the way we the people go always remember you, posterity go always judge you. Now how you change relies, the positives the way you bring it, we not care if you call yourself honorable or what have you. So I believe say the majority of Sierra Leoneans out there care less about the title and want actual work being done.
All right, thank you very much. At least you don't expatiate on a little bit further on this. So I mean, I believe say, respect now something with the earn, not something with the buy. Even if you didn't have the constitution say them for give this title, if you know they do thing when an honorable thing then definitely the people get value. Just like money na me na paper. But because of the value we put on money, that make money value. Same way as the title. Now the parliamentarian they cry, they say people other than the designated people away the parliament, the speaker of parliament don't mention not for use the title honorable. But we don't see many cases then where particularly this parliament, they don't do something where we feel that you're unforgivable, because they say, okay, this isn't the constitution, therefore respect the constitution, and the speaker of parliament explain the clauses from the constitution where states say only the people where they elect, not them for being honorable, and the past parliamentarian also are honorable. This is good for let them respect law. I don't got no problem with that, which is very good. We want, I want the thing about we politicians then get double standard. In if something not favor them, then get out in the twister. If something favor them, then get out in the twister. This another born good picking. Now that make you find so country not the progress. Why? Because we know they respect the institution, we know they respect the law. If they pass a ruling, you go see say this one regime will agree on this. When the new regime come, they make another one. Now bring come on the same parliament and the same person where they talk so, where they say certain people enough for call themselves honorable. The same one where the same government of Salon be seizing property because they accuse her, and according to back then, they found her guilty, say use state money for building Ostendy when Dr. Abass Bundu. But now, because Abass Bundu don't get power, parliaments don't get backing property there. So, I mean, then they use it, then the court side there by the constitution, where they're in favor of them, which is not bad, which is good. Even if they want to check the balance, the checks and balances, like what you mentioned, it's okay, it's fine. But let it be say, if a ruling pass, a judgment pass when a government ruling, I mean, will not for use power in or influence decision for law will revoke. I mean, this one, it doubts a lot of people, and this, mark me words, remember the me words, it don't serve as a bad precedent. So they make even the COI, the Commission of Inquiry, would they set up, even if they get for season property, then they not just time, it's just timely. Now, forget about what I say. The same parliament where they say people are not for use honorable because according to the constitution, there are limited people there. Now, the same people in back, they abuse the law. They use the same parliament for revoke what in government don't say for seize property. They wouldn't set a commission of inquiry against Abass Bundu. Forget about me what. Listen again from Black TV. We take Koti. Listen this.
I've been promised in the House.
I, Honourable Sir Abass Lamina, representing constituency 030, beg to lay on the table of this Honourable House a petition that concerns a Sierra Leonean of this great republic. Mr. Speaker, honourable members, in lieu of detail, I pray that this petition be read by the clerk in accordance with SO 17, paragraph 4 and paragraph 5.
Now the leader for the Coalition for Change C4C party at the Saloon Parliament, Honourable Sir Abass Lamina, moved the motion for lay one petition at the well of Parliament on behalf of Dr. Abass Chernor Bundu, Speaker of the Saloon Parliament, for make member them of Parliament cancel one tough decision where the same Saloon Parliament been make inside June 24, 2007 for seize two of Dr. Abass Chernor Bundu in Osdem inside Freetown by force. And the member of Parliament for constituency 07 at Kailaun districts, Honourable Quintin Salia Kone, been second this motion. This not because one commission of inquiry with the Saloon government under late President Dr. Ahmad Tijan Kaba set up inside 1998 been fenot say Dr. Abass Chernor Bundu been use government copper where it not been get the right way for get them property them and this been take place December 1999 after where the commission been complete in work and publish waiting them been fenot inside one white paper year 2000 where them been present to first time President Dr. Ahmad Tijan Kaba, but according to the petition, where Honourable Sir Abass Lamina laid a parliament on behalf of Dr. Abass Chernor Bundu. Dr. Bundu not been there inside Salon the time where the government set up the commission of inquiry for investigate him, and Dr. Bundu not been even get lawyer for defend him during this process. We make now waiting on the government that time they been say inside the commission of inquiry, but Dr. Bundu, the judge them been take and make decision. We been give Dr. Bundu quarterdeck. This will make Dr. Abass Chernor Bundu been going to the appeals court for challenges ruling by the Commission of Inquiry that same day. And according to this petition, Dr. Bundu been win the government na court on this matter and it not been tapped as it been same way so go to the Supreme Court and win the government according to this petition. But the government of first time President Kaba through the Minister of Lands been bypass the appeals court and Supreme Court decision them we been there in favor of Dr. Bundu and been moved na Parliament for make government seize Dr. Bundu into Osdem by force based on the first ruling from the Commission of Inquiry and the white paper. For sake of this inside this petition, Dr. Abass Chernor Bundu say he ready for present the two ruling them from the appeals court and the Supreme Court, where show say it be win the government that same day as it been challenged the white paper recommendation where them be get from the Commission of Inquiry and all other document them for show say it get rights for get back in property property them. We been grabbed for talk on this matter at the well of parliament. The acting leader of the main opposition APC party at the Salon Parliament, Honourable Ibrahim Ben Kagbo, say them as opposition no go deny this petition for make Dr. Abass Chernor Bundu get back into host them, but get two other people them we suffer the same balo like Dr. Bundu under bad law, and them want for make them people yourself get chance for make parliament look inside them case.
And this time we have no intention of coming to any contrary view, except to state that we have two other citizens of this republic who suffered the same fate as Dr. Bundu, and whose cases will also be heard in this house. And we want to give notice here that we are going to encourage Mrs. Matilda Sise and Sani Sise and Aaron Gooding, Esquire, who also suffered at the hands of bad legislation.
We be respond to the acting leader of the APC party at the Salon Parliament. The acting speaker of Parliament, Honourable Segepo Solomon Thomas, say the Parliament now ready for look inside any other person in case we fever Dr. Abass Bundu in yon for make sure say people get justice, as it make them clear say the Parliament now ready for correct any wrong we other Parliament them before now been don't commit.
At the time this matter was brought to Parliament, that at the time Parliament decided on this matter, the matter had already been dealt with by the Supreme Court. So that's all the more reason why I thought that that particular procedure was flawed at the time. And of course, I've been informed again, and I do verily believe, that there are several cases of this nature. We are a different Parliament, and we are ready to entertain any such applications. Let them come. If you have your relatives, you have your friends who have similar cases. This Parliament is a different Parliament, and we are here to right the wrongs. Thank you very much, honourable members, for this historic day of justice, and I hope and pray that we continue to move as a Parliament to correct all the wrongs that are done to citizens of this country.
This not the first time where the Salon Parliament they take this kind of decision for go back and look inside ruling where it be don't take before now and condemn and cancel them because them say in all rights. And waiting clear again that Dr. Abass Chernor Bundu, the Speaker of Parliament, don't get back in property them with government under late President Dr. Ahmad Tijan.
All right, family, that's not just a short clip where we take from Black TV for letting ourselves get the details, but what happened. I mean, for respect law, enough for come by selective. We all are Sierra Leoneans, whether you're a parliamentarian, president, minister, or for respect law. Until we continue for respect, we believe in we institutions there. What's in the first parliament don't say. We follow. I mean, this now that make you see white man confidently they go because now the institutions in the work. If a law, they say this is a law, a whole parliament don't sit down, they don't watch and see this, it makes sense for particularly when it says a commission of inquiry in that nature. Now we see what this will mean, how this will turn like. I mean, how many times we will write the wrong or rewrite history? We now make, I don't know, we're not stable. We feel like say we not get a pinpoint, say, oh, these are the headline. This no matter what, this will not for jump this fence. Now, but would they see mixed messages that come up from the same parliament? What now you take based on this and giving the current COI where they in operation, that is the Commission of Inquiry, we don't team up Tanga one at least. According to the president, and they do everything possible for make they take back the property their way. Those people that they found wanting, give back to the states. Now, Abass Bundu don't use the parliament and colleagues there. They say the property with them be seized now, not you're unfair, you're unlawful. So therefore, they forget back. What's that you take? How serious are we as a country when it comes to this hanky panky?
Well, now the problem is with bad precedent always the set. Sierra Leone institutions, all the three arms of government, everybody they try for cross their own band. Nobody no know in barrier outside for stop. Because if you even go the very Abass Bundu in case, everybody don't flaunt them. Forget about the influence way Dr. Abass Bundu use now in a speaker for getting property back. You go the very Abass Bundu the case, you watch the judiciary take certain decisions, they use parliament for take certain decisions. You see how everything dysfunctional, nobody no in role. Parliament will come if the judiciary don't fix make a resolution, parliament can go override them. So sometimes parliament self go overbound, don't know their role, or this go do, and we keep seeing these such things they happen over and over and over. You take, for example, the expulsion or removal of certain MPs them during the past election. Then go to judiciary, the judiciary play their role, forget a rerun of election. In not take place, parliament rush and do their own mistake. Another bad precedent, and it keep happening. Bad precedent we get a time when the executive know and clear rules and responsibilities to the people of Sierra Leone. They allow the judiciary for function well, and parliament not just they there as a tool against them, against the opponents, them or as a tool in favor of maybe the executive way in a power we get the majority. So I hope for see time where if we really want fight corruption, we fight corruption genuinely and not depend on the region, on the party or wherever you come from. As long as you are corrupt, we go over you. Commissions of inquiry, because the constitutions make provisions for that. We set them genuinely for the betterment of the Sierra Leonean people, for retrieve cash for the Sierra Leonean people. But I'm afraid if anything maybe they set to a wrong precedent, if we set anything, be it to witch hunt or use influence or whatever, we go always then at this same cycle, because no one party go ever they na power, be it in the executive or a parliament. When anybody self kind of power get influence, we go continue for on the same circle over and over and over and over and over. So I hope and pray, because now hope and pray we get. Say we politicians then as Sierra Leone put Sierra Leone first, or to the very least with the Sierra Leonean people we wake up and try for elect people where we get trust in them, waiting and go really deliver to the Sierra Leonean people, rather than we vote for certain affinities or affinity we get with regards to them people. Yeah. So I just hope that then go really step up and and make sure say we try for catch up with other countries them in terms of democracy and good governance.
All right, so Famule, we turn up plenty. Thank you for January. The program, if you just January, the Honourable Speaker of Parliament, Dr. Abass Bundu, don't want people for stop use the title Honourable. You don't clearly make an order get right for user according to the Constitution. And again, we bring count on a recap, something we don't pass way for refreshing our mind. Say, I mean, we need for go after people that we corrupt in our society, and if we put in law for say for birthday. At the same time, we not for use, okay, the same law, okay, for whitewash history, for rewriter, just like what happened. So we feel bad, because if one government don't say this and so it for B, another government can say not to say for B, how many times would they do this? I mean, we'll do it forever. Nothing significant not we will achieve when it comes to holding people the way we accuse problematic people or people that will siphon or embezzle state funds. So tell now again, we tell now plenty thank you. And if you're YouTube, always not forget for subscribe. We channel in name na TPP Leon. This now one way you set the support we at least just subscribe. Subscription are free. You're not going to be charged, and you're not going to pay anything are free. And the beauty is that you go be among the first people then where you get notification anytime we upload any new content, because here we talk about politics, religion, entertainment, anything, many things. now we are part of development this, so we simply contribute towards the smooth running of the government. So yeah, what will be last word and set up and people in. Bye bye. Yeah, Alpha, you say your last word.
Now that both members of the executive. Yeah, my last word, as I say, go be to members of the executive, be it ministers, deputy ministers, head of parastatals or parliamentarians, you know. Let everybody stick to an accorded title according to this constitution. But most importantly, that one are just a title, you understand? Then just owe the Sierra Leonean people a lot. If we give you chance for serving and certain capacity, then just get for serve. I mean, everybody gets your own title. You can be policeman, you're a sergeant, but maybe you play a better role, maybe even than the IG, or you can be a doctor, but if you are not a tool, it's just an ordinary word. At the end of the day, now waiting you deliver to the people, we go use for judge you, and waiting posterity go use for judge you.
So this one enough for everybody. Oh, not call me. I guess some of my friends would call me Honourable Kago. Not call me Honourable. So Abass Bundu don't want. So now don't talk to him. I know they call people Honourable because soon they will go after anybody will call person Honourable. Where you know say the person not Honourable now. The problem we don't care one way left to now. Follow and listen. Anyway, family, bye bye.